So last week, Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested in Miami and extradited to the UK to face charges of prostitution, human trafficking and alleged underage activities like whipping a 15-year-old with a belt and some sort of sexual fetish thing. As some of you know, since 2016, Andrew Tate blew up on TikTok, and by 2019 his brand blew up, namely through the term manosphere. They scaled their following from this nonsense concept they set up called Hustlers University, which is basically a scam to teach young people about crypto and how to invest. And then you get paid to reshare all their brain dead content. 11 million plus followers he gained then on TikTok, and then he gets banned for saying some edgy stuff. Once he got banned, he basically went heavy into the whole traditional masculinity thing to try and appease the right and gain followers as he saw a potential in the market. And unfortunately, some of us on the right were stupid enough to take the bait. Now, of course, also he ran a webcam business where he would exploit women to degrade themselves on camera for his own financial gains. He also ran something else called the War Room. For a very cheap price of $8,000 per year, he would help you beat the Matrix, wherever the fuck that is, and how to chat up women, etc. This kind of stuff is created for simpletons, the dullards. Lost boys. Its compound was raided in Romania back in 2023 and 2024 for a bunch of different charges: money laundering, rape, human trafficking, pimping, etc. And additional charges then came from the years following. The Tate brothers are scam artists. That's it. They aren't impressive. They aren't your masculine role model to look up to. Their ideas and concepts are fucking stupid and basic. They aren't reinventing manhood to any degree. You see, what's happening is, just like everything else on the internet, you have someone that says edgy and controversial things to get some traction. And because people agree with their edgy views, then they feel that the person's views and teachings on life is somehow unique and special and should be heard by millions. The right and the left are really bad for this. This is dumbthink. It's dumb. I don't care if Andrew Tate agrees with me on the concept of mass immigration, for example. He's a pimp. I don't care if Andrew Tate feels the same way that I do about pride parades, because Andrew Tate allegedly whipped an underage girl. Really? This is the man you want to follow? Really? Also, this is what he was wearing when he got lifted. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I have met some vulnerable men in my life. And when I say vulnerable, I'm saying men who unfortunately are more susceptible to quick antidotes to their problems. Maybe with poor upbringings, for example. I've met men that seriously considered Hustlers University. I've met young men who religiously follow them and their advice. These are lost boys, like in Peter Pan. These are boys and men who hadn't had their lives in order in the first place, who hadn't much responsibilities and clearly were yearning for said responsibilities and opportunities. And because Western society has feminized this system heavily now and tries to turn men feminine, it's created this void and gap for yearning for young men that biologically are crying out for this sort of thing to be drawn into, because it's not mainstream anymore. It's fringe. That's what's appealing. But I have a message for young men out there. These guys aren't your solution to a role model. You'll probably find that within your own father. And if you don't find it within your own father, look at other men who provide, protect, create, innovate, who have children with not several women, but one woman, and they aren't slaves to their temptations and urges, who protect their flock like shepherds, who speak out against modernity, have a backbone, and want to protect Western civilization. Not fucking Andrew Tate, the Muslim convert that now is supporting concepts that are against the West, littered with conspiracy shite. And also, are you sure you want to die on this hill of support for him? Considering there's a video back in 2012 of him whipping what he said was then his girlfriend on cam, while she lay in a fetal position crying, and then he pulls her hair back and tells her, look at the fucking camera, this is what happens when you don't listen. Well, if that's the case, fire away. If that's your man for a role model, take him. But if you want to promote masculinity and virtues of traditional manhood, this isn't going to convince anyone. It gives us all a bad fucking look. You're a man. You have duties as a man. Duties to your family, your community, your country, and duties to God if you're that way inclined. You're a man. You're meant to be a role model and a lighthouse for those around you, not a fucking follower or sheep to a charlatan and con artist that have manipulated you into his nonsense. You are a man. Have a backbone and a sense of individuality about yourself. Stop simping for social media influencers. It's fucking gay.